Yeah, welcome back, guys. It's your body called graphics. So right now, let's create the Jewel perfume logo on our Android smartphone, and I'm going to walk you through how you can present the logo on a mockup as usual. So this is very interesting. So I need to take your time. I need you to just take your time, watch from beginning to the end, as I'm going to give you this a very simple and presentable logo that you can actually achieve on your Android smartphone. This is my pixel lab, as you can see. So I'm going to do everything quick to make it cool. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do right now is to just try letter J. That is the first thing I'm thinking. So I'm going to type letter J. So achieving that, going to the font type, then I will select the perfect font for that. So take it for instance, I might not see the font of my choice here. So I'll quickly walk you through, and if I see perfect, but I need it to curve, so I might do a kind of a manipulation at that particular point in time. So take it for instance, when we look at this is not exactly what I actually wanted because it's not cool. So I can quickly access my gallery. On getting here, my browser, I will just type Leaks pattern. There is a font called Leaks pattern font. So you are going to learn how to download this font. So you can see variety of sites that brought it. So I will just click on one and click on download. Then I will go down, then click on download. So after having that, so the rest will be very simple to achieve. So what do I need to do? As we just tap it, you need the side archiver to achieve the stuff here. So what I will just do is to just select the one I wanted. So take it for instance, multi-select it if you actually wanted, and sometime we might have more to that. So I just need to access it by going to download and click on Leaks pattern again. Go to the web font, so I'll be able to see everything here. Sorry. So once I see it here, I'll just multi-select. That's the next thing. So let me cancel this, guys. I can reselect that. So just tap here, tap on the web font. So we are going to multi-select everything that end with .tt or .ttf. So we are going to paste it. So now that I've achieved that, I will go to the font, then select the Leaks pattern. So you can actually search it and you will see it. So this is not cool as well. So what do I need to do? Because I need to form exactly letter J that will actually give me what I want. So let's look for the letter J. Okay, so I can quickly get that here. So I'm able to achieve that. I will bold this. So this is exactly what I'm going to use. So after achieving this, I will go to duplicate and edit. So I need letter A because this is Jewel Adiza. So if this cannot give me exactly what I wanted, I can quickly improvise by going to the shape. Go to the shape and have this triangle. I will reduce the opacity and increase the stroke. So the stroke I increase will give me exactly what I want. So I can reduce. Okay, what I will do is reduce it like this. Okay, reduce it very well, then increase it to be bigger so that it will have the same stuff. So after that, now you are going to look for a perfect way to position it. So take it for instance, I want to increase this more so that it will rhyme with this. So after positioning to the center, so I will have this position on top of it, increasing the size very well. Where this is where I'm going to achieve this. So after increment of the size, I have to modify this a little bit by clicking on the shape, position the shape here to form the basis of this line. So after I'm able to, you can see this has been manipulated. So I can decide to increase it. So it will give me exactly this stuff, and this is cool, right? So after that has been achieved, I need a circle as well. So having this particular circle, so having stroke will be the best. So I will reduce the size a bit for me to increase it when I just want it to be the same size with this. Okay, perfect. Now what we do the work is mask. So I will turn up my mask to this side while I will do the same thing here. So do the same thing here. Then I will click OK. Now click out. So you'll be able to achieve this. Now to be sure this is too much, so we can bring this one down and recheck it properly. So the mouth must just be the same, must be in line. So probably we might cancel this. So sorry, after the cancellation, so we'll be able to adjust it a bit. Okay, adjust. So we can reduce the size a bit and readjust. So after the readjustment, we can now turn it on. Okay, so we are going to readjust this a bit. Okay, so let's readjust this. Okay, so after the readjustment, we quickly change the color to white to see how it look. So if it is not perfect, we can reduce the size a little bit and readjust. Okay, it won't be too much. Okay, this is perfect. So once we are able to achieve that, then the next thing we are going to do is very simple. Okay, what we are going to do is very simple. We'll just position this alphabet here to make sure it's actually cool. So we are going to mesh this together. Okay, perfect. So after the meshing, we'll bring this one to the front so we can stretch it a little bit, just as perfect as this. Then we'll position this towards the middle. So we need to cut out the lower part a bit. So we are going to use our mask. So using mask, we set it on a straight line, just as perfect as this. So we click OK. So we can bring this one down a bit. We can bring it down a bit. So we'll have this result. So we can still increasing the size a bit for us to have it perfectly. So and I guess this is cool. So we can close it a bit to have this. Okay, perfect. So now the next thing we're going to do to put a finishing touch to everything, we can actually add a stroke. Okay, adding stroke a bit to make it a little bit thicker. I guess this is cool. So after having that, then the next thing we're going to do is to change the whole color and make it look cool. So I'm going to just give it the same color at the initial stage. So taking for instance, I'm going to give this one color black, then make it more deeper, while the upper one I will give it a color red. Okay, so let's say red, and then go to stroke and make it to be red as well. So once you are able to achieve that, then the next thing to do is to just match the two together. No, sorry, before merging I want to give it a different color. So the first thing I need to do is to change the color to this to white. So after changing the color, I will merge the two together. After the merging, I will go to erase color, then erased. After erasing it, then I have to do a kind of a little work here. So how do I do that? I'm going to copy, then position it on top. So after doing that, I will go to eraser. So I will erase and cut out some part here. So as you can see, I will cut out some parts, which you can see, cut out all these parts. So I will do it gently immediately I reach this point. So I will do it gently here. So this is cool. So once I'm able to do that, I will go to the second one, then go to eraser, increase it, and have this one deleted. I will erase it. So once I reach this particular part, I will adjust it. So once you affect anything there, you are going to adjust it a bit. So your hand should be careful of not moving beyond the red line. Okay, so once you achieve that, you can see. So how do you manage what you did? So the next thing I'm going to do is that this second one, I'm going to give it the full red. So you can see, right? So now this is exactly what I want to achieve. So after achieving that, I will now go to the first one. I will apply what we call stroke again. So give it a kind of a wide stroke. So let's say 4. I'll give it a 4 stroke. So let's say 4. Then the next thing I will do after that is to marry everything together. So we are almost there. So now the logo has been formed. I will reduce the size, then centralize it properly. After this has been achieved, then the next thing is to put in the jewels. So we have jewels at these are jewels at these are. So I will go to the font and look for perfect font that will be cool for that. So I'm thinking of using a Gold Solar SD. So I have to use the padding to adjust and make everything look cool. So now what's the differences here? So I discovered that the space is too much, so I have to copy this, separate, cut it out. So I will position this here, copy and paste it just to close the space in between the jewel and these eyes. Shouldn't be too much. Okay, so now I have it exactly how I want it. So what do I need to do? I need to apply stroke. So I will go in there, apply a black stroke. So just make it to be 5. Do the same thing to this, make it to be 5. So after achieving that, then the next thing we're going to do is to put in all the necessary write-up. So I'm going to go to the text area where we'll put we have perfume, then we have Arabian perfume, Arabian perfume. Then we have undiluted oil, okay. Then we have home diffuser, home diffuser. Then we have unisex wears, etc. Okay, cool. So after achieving that, we just need to put a kind of a thorough something here. So by closing the space, so after that, turn everything to cap. Then you go to the font area. So look for perfect font. So I normally prefer to use Achievable Bold. So after selecting that, I will reduce the size a bit. Okay, increasing it. Then go to alignment and align and see how it look. So you can reduce the size, have its position around here. So after that, there should be a little space in between. Then we have this particular result. So once that has been done, then the next thing is to put sparsely and repeat. So what do we need to do? So instead of putting this here, I'm going to position this. Then after that, I'm going to crop out a shape just as perfect as this. Position it along here. Just make it round a bit, and you have it position here. Okay, cool. So position this underneath. Okay, perfect. So after that has been done, you give this a perfect color will be the best. So take it for instance, I'm going to copy to color, then I'm going to do the needful here. So what I'm going to do is to just let it show a little bit. So by placing the red, so by going to the previous one, just placing the red there, then you are going to adjust the upper one bit. Just adjust a bit. Okay, perfect. So now I'm putting a spray, slay and repeat. So we're going to look for a perfect font for that. Okay, let's look for a perfect font. So we have spray, slay and repeat. Let everything be in cap. Then we look for a perfect font, or we make the initial to be in cap. We'll make the initial to be in cap. So after that, we go in there, then look for perfect font that we can actually use for that. So I prefer this. So I'm going to increase. I've made a mistake. So I guess I need to copy this first. So let me copy this. So instead of copy the previous one, I didn't copy it. So what I need to do now is to paste and go and give it a different font again. Okay, then I will increase the size, then change the color to black, position it here. Okay, perfect. So now you can put in the phone number gently. So on my WhatsApp, on my Pixel app, I have a customized WhatsApp icon here, so which I can use. So I'll prefer to first of all select. So let me select this WhatsApp directly because that is the only one I'm going to use. Okay, I'm going to use this. So selecting this, and I'm decided to use other one. So after selecting that, you go in there, copy and put in the phone number +2347034. Okay, perfect. Position it to the center. So now the next thing is to just copy and crop again. So I need this. I will just bring that one down just a bit. So use the relative position. You can use the relative position for this. Now turn it in for you to demarcate. So after that, the next thing you are going to do is to just put in this one there. So we have jewel underscore jewel underscore these so now we can position that here and centralize. So now we are done with the whole logo. Okay, it take a little time, but at least we are able to do the best of our choice. So after that has been achieved, you can now have everything save it with a transparent background. So once you achieve that, we are heading directly to our Chrome browser where we have my photo P being embedded. Then I will tap here, open from computer, then I will select this particular mockup. So I'm still looking for that. So now it's loading. Okay, so I will allow it to load and display the result of the result for me. So after that has been done, I can proceed with other editing where I'm going to retain the color and make everything look real. So it might take a little time because I like using the moody marker, but not all phone feel run it. So you can follow the same procedure to do whatever you want to do. So after this has been achieved, you can actually go to the layer here where you double click and you hide the design on it. You click on file, open and place, then go to media picker. So where you are going to bring the image you want to use. So design we just create now, I'm going to import it here. So I can increase and zoom it out a little bit. You might not see it, but where you are looking at is where the stuff ends. Okay, so where it ends is what we are looking for. So now after positioning perfectly, you can tap on file, click on save with smart object and be looking at the screen of your phone. You see smart object updated, so tap here. So in no time you will see your logo will be transformed. It will be transformed. Since we have a jewel adhesive, that is why I decided to use the letter J here. So now since everything is modular, so what is the next thing to do? What I mean by modular is you turn everything to wooden. So the write up is no more showing and the icon are no more showing. So I will tap on the layer, click on the instruction, hide the first icon. So I will click on drop down menu for the second icon, hide the gradient overlay, and it will retain the entire color for me. So if the color is too bright, the first one that you hide it again, so it will give you a cool color. So after that, click on file, click on export as, and click on png. So in the light of that, you will see a window pop up where we ask you to click on saved, then you download the stuff. So let's see how it look. So this is our achievement. This is cool, right? So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more, and don't forget to drop your comment on your way out. Thanks for watching.